Welcome to another day of Roulette Strategy King. Let me tell you, I have a great system that will let you quit your job. We are on a race to 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 watch hours so we can get this channel monetized and take it to the real casino. So if you want to see real spins in a real casino, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, before you get too excited, just know this is roulette and not everything is guaranteed, but the lose rate on this, the guy that made it up said 1.36%. And I'm going to show you how it works. Let's dive into it right now. So this one is called Fibonacci Golden Sequence. Maybe he didn't make it up, but I saw him playing it. And this one has a little modification that I love. We're going to play this for 15 minutes and see how we do. So what I love about this is that you move up in progression. I'm going to show you how to do it, but you have 15 times. Your bankroll should be $1,600. Now it takes a little bit of an investment for a quit your job strategy, but you should be able to hit $100 to $200 a day. Maybe you can't quit your job at that, but you know, I'd be happy making $30 extra a day. That would be some nice extra cash because I have a full-time job and another YouTube channel that I do, so I don't need to quit my job. But maybe for you, that'll be the case. Let's get into it. Let's start the timer, and we're going to go. So what you do is you do a column, and we're going to spin it once because you have to pick the last spun column. So 7 was this column here is the last spun column. So we start with doing a $1 bet. And then I'm going to show you the progression as we go. So here's the first spin and a miss. So here's normally in the Fibonacci, what you do is you keep staying on the same column. But in this one, you could move to the column that won. And the reason why is the guy that made it said that the chances of one column not hitting twice in a row, 15 times in a row, is 1.36%. Now, I don't know if that's true because I know roulette, every spin is individual, but we're going to do it. Okay, so let's get into it. So the next sequence in the Fibonacci is 1. So there we go, we hit. So when you hit, you reset back to the start, which is 1. I'm going to put the sequence down in the comments. And all right, so we're going to move into, we're starting it over. We're going to start at number 1 and we're going to go. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking. I'm going to just get it going. So, okay, so I hit that bottom column. So I'm going to do 1. That's the next one in the sequence. And we're going to see how far we can go. All right, so when it hits up here, that's a loss, but we're going to move it up here, and the next one in the sequence is 2. So we're going to keep it going. And there we hit. So what happens when you hit is you start back over at 1. Just like that. Okay, so it goes down there, so we move it. And keep in mind, in the casino, it's going to take a lot longer than this in between spins. This is just a simulator, so it goes a lot quicker. All right, hit number 1, and there we go. We hit. So we're up to $3 at this point. And so what you do is you keep doing this until you get to a number that you're comfortable with. For me, I would like to get $30 extra a day, but for you, maybe it's $100 or $200. And it could take a while, but you know what? It's a lot of fun. All right, so we're doing number 1 again. Boom. Okay, so we're up to $5. So we're going to start with 1 again. 12 minutes in, and we're up $5. I can't wait to see how this one goes. All right, so we missed again. So now we go up to 2 on the Fibonacci. Okay, so 00. So now we, in the case of a 00, just keep it in the same column that you had. So we're going to go up to 3. And you're going to see the higher we miss, sometimes it's good because when you hit in a row, it's going to be a lot higher. So we're going up to 5. You're going to get a lot higher of a return. All right, so there's 5. All right, so we missed again. So we're going to go 8. Now in the sequence, and again, the sequence is in the comments. All right, so we hit 00 again. So now we're going to go up to 13. And there's a hit. So now we're up $11 and we start over. And keep in mind, you don't have to start at the $1 level for this. You can start at the $5 level if you have a huge bankroll. I don't have the huge bankroll, so I'm not going to do that. But, okay, so there's another miss. But I'm going to start at the $1. But what's cool is in an online casino, if you play, this works way better there with the single 0. You can, we're going to start over at 1. You can, in the single 0 one, start with the 10 cents bets. which is pretty cool in the online casino. Let me tell you, this is one of my favorite systems that I've... Oh, I forgot to put one on. One of my favorite systems I've ever done. So we're doing one again. And this one is pure gold, and I don't know how you can lose unless you just have a really string of bad luck. But you do have to keep in mind you have to have that $1,600 bankroll. And if you get up in that bankroll really far and you don't want to... I don't know if I hit... yeah, I did. If you get high up in that bankroll and you don't want to keep going, don't keep going. But just know you won't recover. All right, so there we go, 32, so that's a loss. So we're going to go back down to here with 1. Then we're going to move it up to 2. And forgive me sometimes if I get it wrong. Okay, there we go, we hit. So we're up $18 5 minutes into this. My goal is 30. I'm walking away at 30 if it were me. But you guys can set your own goals, and just keep in mind that roulette in the long is a loser. So you just take what you're comfortable with, get out. All right, so there we go. We're up to 18 again. So we're going to start with 1. And there's a hit. So we're going to go back to 1. So we haven't gone past step. The highest step we've gone is step 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 6 so far in this system, which I am so happy about. $22 I made away from my goal, but we're going to play this out for the full 15 minutes to see how it goes. And what's cool too is when sometimes you'll get in this crazy sequence where you hit the same column like 16 times in a row. How cool is that? Well, hopefully not 16 because that would ruin the system. All right, start over again. We're at 26. I'm almost to my goal within 6 minutes. All right, we're up there, so we're going to move up. And the next in the sequence is 1. All right, so we lost, so we're going to go down. The next in the sequence is 2. I'm hoping it can run up a little bit so we can see what it looks like when it gets a little higher, but I guess maybe not. I hope that, because we're at $28 so far in profit. All right, there's a bottom hit. We're going to do 1 in the sequence. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 33, 77, 610. How cool is that? All right, so we hit. So we're going to restart. We're at $29. One more, and I am at my goal for the day, which I am so happy about. But we're going to keep it going for the rest of the timer. So I want to see how far this can go. I want to see if we will blank out in 15 minutes, and if not, how much we make. All right, so there we go. There's another one. We keep winning. There's another one. This system doesn't lose. Those are my favorite last words. It's going to lose now, I think. Oh, there we go. So we're going to move down to there. 1. This is going to be the time we're going to go 16 in a row. I'm going to lose all my profit. Oh, there we go. Look, my goal was 30 for the day, so I'm happy with where we are at. And we're going to keep it going here. We're at 1. Well, let's spin. We're going to see how far we can take this. All right, so the next in the sequence is 1. So we're going to keep it going. There's another loss, so we're going to go back up to 2 now. All right, now we're going to go to 3. Hopefully we'll get a little bit higher in this progression so we can show you where this can go. Oh, there we go. There's another win. We're at 37. We're going to start over at 1. And there's a loss, so we're going to go to 1. There's a miss, so we're going to hit 1 again. So 2 now that we lost twice in a row there. Oh, and then there's another loss, so we're going to go to 3. So we haven't gone much past 8 on this sequence, so 2 more spins, and that's the highest we've gone. So we're going to see if we get there. So 5 now. We'll see how this works out. There we go, we hit. So now we're up to 39, and we're going to start over back at 1. As you can see, the progression on this is absolutely incredible. I am so happy with this system so far. And Fibonacci really is the only way to go, especially if you're doing a grinding long-term strategy. It really is. There we go. So back at 39. We're going to start over at 1. So in the first 2, if you hit within them, you basically recover. Now we're at 41. But recovering is better than nothing, right? It's better to get your money back. All right, so there's a loss. So we're going to go to 1. And there's a win. So now we start over. We're at $42 and we have about 5 minutes left. There's another win. I can't wait to see how much we get in 15 minutes. And for most people, so far what we're at, $46, that's more than anyone makes in an hour. And not anyone, but a lot of people. And we're already, we're already at almost 50. I think that was the last one. Yep. And there's a loss. This is way more than my hourly wage at my day job. So I'm happy with it so far. Okay, 47 we hit, so we're going to start it over back at 1. I can't believe that in this entire system so far, we haven't gone past the 8 in the Fibonacci sequence, which is incredible. There's another win. All right, we just crossed the $50 threshold. I wonder what we're going to get to. How cool is that? So let me know in the comments what you think about the system so far. Have you ever played it? And if you haven't, are you going to try it? I think I'm going to try this the next time I go. Next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to take a $1,600 bankroll and do this. But I can't do it with ones, I guess. Never mind. Maybe I'll do this. I guess this is an online casino one. And that's fine. You can start at 1, but you can also do this at 5s. I should have mentioned that at the start. Maybe there's $1. Let me know, guys. Is there $1 casino somewhere in Vegas that would let you? I don't remember if we won or not or what number we're at, so I'm just going to go to 2. Let me know if there's one that I missed. I don't think there is. So technically, I should be playing this as a 0 wheel because online it's a single 0 wheel. So this is working with the double 0 wheel, which is cool. Imagine the single 0 wheel. All right, there's a hit. So we're resetting back to 1. We have about 4 minutes left on the clock. We're going to see what we get to. Maybe if you like this, let me know. Hit subscribe button. Hit the like button. Let me know in the comments. Should I try this with $5 in case the minimum on a table is 5? Maybe I should and put the bankroll up a little higher. So let me know what you think. I will if that's what we should do. If it makes it a little easier, and we'll test it again. All right, so there we go. There's a miss. All right, in the final minutes, we're moving it up a little bit. Okay, so this is the highest we've gone so far in the sequence. So hopefully we will do a hit here. A miss. All right, so now this is the highest officially that we've gone in the sequence. So 10, we're going to do 13 now. And keep in mind, I would have walked away at $30, and this is the trouble with these. Sometimes they get up, and it's hard to recover, but we're going to see how high we can go because we have 15 bullets with the bankroll that we have. And a miss again. So now we're moving up to $34 on this top column. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's hope. And a hit. So now we're up to 72, and what we do is we reset. This is why this system is so great. You get 15 chances to hit, and the chances of it not hitting 2 in a row are so low that, I mean, I keep saying that, but they're not really. Every spin's individual, but it seems like it does it. 1, 2, 3. All right. And there's a hit, so we're starting over. So we're at $74 so far. $76, I stand corrected. Let's try to get it to 80 before this ends. How cool would that be? I would love to see 100, but I don't know if we'll get there. And while we're sitting here talking, hanging out, why don't you go and hit the subscribe button? We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You can't get monetized on YouTube until you hit the 1,000 with 2,000 or 4,000 watch hours. Right now I have 2,000 watch hours, so I need a little more. So if you hit subscribe, watch every video through. We're going to get there, and what's going to happen when we're there is I'm going to take the weekly earnings from one of my videos, and we're going to go to the casino and play real roulette and try to test my favorite system of the week and see how it does. So how cool would that be? But we need to get there first. I don't want to use my real daily money for it, but money generated from this channel, that would be a lot of fun. All right, we're at 84. If you agree with that, hit the subscribe button and let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to get to know you guys and as we build this channel. Okay, so we hit. All right, and there's another hit. We're at $88 so far. We're going to keep it going. We're starting over again. There's a miss, so go to 1. We've got less than a minute left, so we're going to see where we land. There's a miss. And there's another miss. So now we're going to go up to 5. And there's a hit. So we're at $91. Man, we have 20 some seconds left. I wonder if we can get to 100. Probably not. There's a miss. 10 seconds left on the clock. There's a hit. 93. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done on the clock. $91 this got in 15 minutes. Watch this video next. I'll see you later.